That fight we were watching, we walked in here, we were filming a little behind the scenes for the brand, and you were over here and you were kind of walking me through that fight. And I know earlier in the beginning of the show you said it's one of your most memorable fights. But even with how strong Rampage is, when you guys would go to the ground, you'd have a good like technique. You would get right back up. You had really good ground game, and then you were telling me off camera you were training with Rashad for that fight. So your wrestling was good. Did you feel like you were super prepped for that fight with Rampage? Because I mean, that was an amazing fight.
Well, back to the game plan thing. Like, I never really paid attention to too much game plans either. Like I was just about Forrest saying, I think for you too, I was supposed to take you down. Forrest, I was supposed to take him because I'm really good at grappling. Like I've beaten world champions and I've won a lot of tournaments, but it's just I always wanted to be entertaining and I had more fun fighting, you know. And anyways, so I always had game plans or whatever, but like, you know, it's out the window in the first couple of seconds. Yeah.
Did Greg Jackson get mad at you when you threw the game plan away?
Nah, he just, you know, I got too much leeway. I was one of the first guys, so towards the end of my career, I was begging for coaching because it's Keith, he'll be fine. Like we coached ourselves, you know, like me, Nate Marquardt, who else? George St. Pierre and Joey Villasenor. There's a group of us, and we would just train. We'd travel to each other's place, and say Nate Marquardt in Denver was beating me at something this one time, so I'd go back and I'd train for that, so I'd get him next time. And that we're each other's coach that way. Like there's no way. Like George is. I'm jumping around, but George is that way. He's one of my. I think he's the GOAT. Well, I mean,
George St. Pierre.
John really is, but I think George is the best all-around fighter to ever fight. His wrestling is world class. Like I just trained with him up in Canada, and he would take down an Olympic bronze medalist.
No way.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. And he would tell me this, like he's an athlete, right? Like he would tell you this right now, like he thinks it's a sporting event, and he's an athlete. And I'm gonna be a better athlete. Almost, he would say, like, as if we were running a 100-yard dash and I'm across the finish line before you. Like he thinks of as a sport like
you can see that in him.
Yeah,
you can see that in him. He's
polished.
Yeah, polished. So good. But I like the Nick Diaz. I like Cowboy. I like watching that kind of stuff. We asked him about our fight.
Well, just
you were a
training
bad
partner was Rashad, right?
Oh well. After the reality show, that's when Jaxxon blew up. Is the second one. I got Rashad to come down